Hey guys, I got me here. This is a hybrid. In this case, it's a Lincoln, as you see there. Lincoln MKZ, year 2015. I'm sure this will apply for maybe just about, I can't guarantee, but maybe just about any Lincoln Ford hybrid. And this is to get the engine in run mode. And how that works is, let's say you want to diagnose the engine fault, or you want to read data from an engine for diagnostic purposes or whatever, but you want to get the engine to run. You got to put it in engine run mode, and that's what I'm showing you here. In fact, I'll tell you how to do it, then I'll actually do it. So the first thing you want to do is, for the park brake down there, uh, down there, you want to set the park brake. You want that to be on. The next procedure is, this might be kind of wordy, but this is the procedure. You turn the key on, or the ignition on. In this case, it's a push button, but even if it's a key, same procedure. This is it. You go ignition on. Within 5 seconds of turning the ignition on, you're going to hold the accelerator down all the way to the floor within 5 seconds. But once that accelerator is on the floor, you count to 10 seconds. When that 10 seconds is up, within 5 seconds of that 10 seconds being up, you will have to hit the brake for this procedure, but then you go to drive. Once it's in drive, within 5 seconds of going into drive, you hold that accelerator down to the floor again, and you count to 10 seconds. After that 10 seconds is up, I think it's within that 5 seconds. Within the 5 seconds, it kind of sounds weird, but within 5 seconds of that 10 seconds being up, you want to switch it back to park. To know if the procedure was successful, you'll see a wrench flashing over here. I think something like once per second. I think that the manual says once per second. It kind of seemed quicker than that to me, but I'm not all the way there sometimes. But anyway, now that I've talked through all that, I'm actually gonna do this procedure. So this is engine run mode, so let's walk through it. I'm gonna set the park brake. I hear it, and the symbol is on there showing that I did successfully execute that. Now I'm gonna go to key on. Let's see. All right, key on. 5 seconds. Accelerate all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, hit the brake. Switch to drive. Back to accelerate all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to park. That didn't work for some reason. So let's start over. I'm not sure what I missed there. All right, off. The park brake is already set. All right, so let's do this again. Engine on, or key on. Sorry guys, key on. Accelerator is already down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To drive. Accelerator down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to park. There you go. You see that wrench flashing? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that might be once per second. So no, once you hit the brake, it's the same procedure. You have to hit the brake to start the engine, but the engine's gonna start. As soon as I do that, the engine itself will start and idle. Not sure if that picks up on camera, but the engine's running, and you'll still see the wrench flashing right there. All right, so it's in engine run mode. So if I was trying to read data or so with my scan tool hooked up, or if I just wanted to go out there to do some kind of unplug test to see how the engine's running, or if I want to go out there to listen how the engine's running, the engine is running. That's the bottom line. But a few things to note. If I should put this in gear, it will disable this feature. In fact, I think it would kill the engine. Then I'd have to restart, and it would just restart in normal mode. Another thing, if I should turn the engine off now to get it back in engine run mode, I'd have to go back over this entire procedure. But once you get it done, especially after doing it a couple of times, it's not hard. But doing it the first few times, it took some brain power, at least for me, with the way my mind works. But so remember, it's park brake on. That has to be the case. So you turn the ignition on, hold the accelerator down for 10 seconds, then you switch to drive, hold the accelerator down for another 10 seconds, and you switch back to park. And once you switch to park, you look up to see if that wrench is flashing, and that tells you that you're in engine run mode. Right, don't be deceived. I think you can see that thing flashing for other reasons, but when you're shooting for this procedure, that's a telltale sign that you've achieved getting into the engine run procedure. So wanted to run this by you guys, and hopefully if you're working on a hybrid and need the engine to idle, you found this useful. Bye guys.